Right there, keep that. In 5 seconds, we're gonna go to power. Keep the speed in it though. Come on, Justin. Time. Yeah, right there. Keep that. Keep that. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Since 1993, they've done 2 rounds.
Why would you do that?
What'd you do?
Yeah, I'm country boy stepping. Yeah, they can't get like me. Rockin' boots and white tee. Designer on my cuff ring, something like a Moby. Country boy stepping. Yeah, I'm country boy stepping.
The camp is multi-phase, and the intensity during the peak weeks is something else entirely. There are 0 rest intervals during circuit training, which already tells you everything about the mental headspace Gaethje is operating from right now. But what makes this particular camp genuinely fascinating is the environment-specific preparation his team has put together.
Today's another hard push, not like Monday. It's a little lighter because we do add some technical stuff and some partner stuff. But we had Dan Ige show up out of nowhere, didn't even know he was coming, so I got to do some partner drills with Dan, and Dan's body type works really good for a guy like Ilia, so it was great to have a similar body type in front of us, and we've known Dan for a long period of time, so it's great to see him and great to have him out here. But another hard push, and Justin's just pushing through it. It's I love when he's dialed in. I love when we get to this part of camp because he has a little bit of fun with Luke in the beginning, but once that green bell, the first bell rings, it's all focused.
To get ahead of that problem, his coaches have built out a sauna protocol that isn't just about getting comfortable with sweating. It's about conditioning the body to function under serious thermal stress. The process involves spiking his heart rate before he even steps foot inside the sauna, essentially pushing his body to the edge of heat stroke and then transitioning directly into the most grueling segments of the workout after.
We've added sauna. We started off with putting him in the sauna prior to his workouts. Now we're getting his heart rate up prior to going in the sauna, so we're splitting the first part of the workout. So that way he's going into the sauna with a higher heart rate. And then when he comes out, he's dealing with these hard workouts with the feeling of heat stroke. So just training his body to kind of deal with it and deal with the climate that we're going to be in. But how I build the rounds is stations. So you're going to have push, pull, endurance, explosion, fast twitch, and a little bit of active rest, but there's no break. Like, it is nonstop.
Now, the combat sports world has been very vocal about how they expect this fight to unfold, and the external opinions are not exactly raining down like a standing ovation for Gaethje. Islam Makhachev, who knows what it looks like to own the lightweight division, delivered a clean and direct take on the situation. He has genuine respect for Gaethje as a legendary fighter with a career full of remarkable performances, but he put age on the table as the defining variable.
We've got the White House card coming up soon. Ilia Topuria takes on Justin Gaethje. How do you see that fight?
It's good. Topuria is a new generation, but Gaethje, I still believe Gaethje can do some things, but he's a little bit old right now, He's a good fighter, legend. He showed us very, very good many fights, but now I think it's the Topuria time for lightweight.
Brendan Schaub laid out the path differently. The way he sees it, Gaethje's most realistic route to victory runs through chaos, a wild, unpredictable, entertaining brawl on the feet where knockout power becomes the great equalizer. Topuria does get hit, and in a coin flip situation, Gaethje's power is legitimate enough to cash in.
Justin, he has to pray to God. Ilia's like, let's make it entertaining. Points to the ground, which he does. So then it's like, all right, because Justin does have knockout power, kind of. Then he has a, coin flip there. Because Ilia does get hit a little bit. If Ilia goes, no, I'm mixed martial arts today. I'm going to take your ass down, wear you out, and then knock you out, it's going to be a tough day in the office.
Daniel Cormier stood up against the wave of dismissal surrounding Gaethje's chances. He pointed out that Topuria's back-to-back dominant performances against Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway have caused the fan base to essentially write Gaethje out of the equation before the fight even starts, and Cormier isn't buying that narrative.
Why are people overlooking Justin Gaethje?
Justin Gaethje's up against it. It's a very difficult fight. Charles Oliveira beat Justin. They saw what Ilia did to Charles Oliveira. They saw what Ilia did to Max to make them believe that Justin has no chance. Justin said, I'm shooting missiles at him on the White House lawn. I think Justin's ready to do that. Either you're going to lead on the 250th anniversary of our country with an American guy as the undisputed champion of the world, or you're going to lead with a Spanish kid celebrating being a world champion at the White White House. That's crazy.
Eric Nixick approached the matchup from a deeply technical angle. His assessment is that Gaethje absolutely holds the ability to end things at any moment. Puncher's chance is real, and it shouldn't be ignored. The problem, though, is that Topuria's total pathway, count to victory, is considerably wider, especially once the grappling dimension gets factored in.
I think Gaethje always has a chance in any fight. I think Ilia has more paths to victory and more opportunities to win if he certainly wants to incite his grappling game. But I go back to the Poirier and Gaethje fight when Gaethje was out of nowhere, throws the same side head kick. And for me, if I'm fighting Topuria, you have to keep his backhand active, by meaning you have to be able to jam that with the kicks. So if I'm on the Gaethje side of things, I'm looking to kick a lot. I'm looking to same side. I'm looking to exit with it, those condit rolls to keep his right hand busy. How do you keep it jammed? You got to kick that thing.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of us wanted to see that Islam Topuria matchup, right? Because a southpaw kicker who can wrestle, that might be the key, archetype. Not to overly simplify it, of course.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think you just have to come up with some different things. The fight that he had with the British kid, where he got hit with the head kick, Jai Herbert. There's some flaws there, and I've seen Topuria get head kicked in some of those areas. So
Tom Aspinall skipped over the nuance almost entirely. His read was straightforward. Topuria wins, and the reasons why aren't that complicated. He pointed to the champion's devastating power, his elite level wrestling, and the fact that he's currently performing at the very peak of his abilities.
Good card. They've got Gaethje and Topuria main event. I think it's a straightforward fight for Topuria, though, in my opinion. He's so powerful. Wrestling's incredible.
Who give him? I have to check that, man.
I think he's just on really good form right now. I think that Gaethje's good, but he's a little bit past his best, to be honest. But that's what I think, because he's been in a lot of big fights. So
I was surprised he beat Paddy.
I think that Topuria's he's on another level.
Then there's Arman Tsarukyan, who took the most unhinged approach to the entire conversation. Rather than breaking down the fight technically, he casually suggested that Gaethje should simply step aside and hand him the title shot instead.
Gaethje should step out and let me step in.
But do you think anything could happen? Like, could Gaethje get the upset?
Oh, it's a fight for sure. For sure. You never know. Like, one punch, you're dead. So Ilia, he fights so smart. He's not gonna be open, and I don't see how Gaethje can beat him.
Dustin Poirier brought the conversation back to earth with a grounded take. He gave Gaethje real credit for the power and leg kicks that have made him dangerous throughout his entire run at the top. But his overall read was that margins in this particular fight shrink faster than usual.
You fought Justin Gaethje. Why is he not getting the respect he deserves going into this fight?
I think it's because, even the average skilled eye when it comes to fighting, they know that Justin's a little bit sloppy at times, off balance. He puts himself in harm's way. He gets out of position a lot. And when you're doing that against a sharp puncher, a sharp counter striker like Ilia, it just seems like a bad matchup. You're going to run into big shots, and I think the average fan sees that. But Justin's kind of embracing that, everything's against me. I'm going to shock the world. I like that mindset for him.
Alexander Volkanovski delivered perhaps the heaviest forecast of the bunch, and it carries extra weight coming from someone with first-hand experience of Topuria's hands.
I think it's going to be a KO for Ilia. As soon as he tries to open up and let his hands go off, Ilia's going to be too sharp and just catch him. I think he's safe enough and defensive enough to not fall into any of Justin Gaethje's traps. And then as soon as Gaethje opens up, game over. And he could get the KO victory early rounds. If Justin Gaethje is quite defensive, you might see it go into the second round. But as soon as Gaethje opens up, you're going to see a finish. That's what I truly do believe.
So who do you think wins this fight? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more boxing content like this.